everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about recovery, and I'm talking about recovery from addictions and how that fits into shamanism. So as you know, a shaman is someone who helps you heal from not only physical ills but spiritual ills, and it really is the origin of body, mind, spirit healing as far as I'm concerned, the shamanic path, because it really brings together the emotional world, the mental world, the physical world, and the spiritual world. And, you know, shamanism is really a natural path for me, having come out of the 60s with lots of, I guess you could say, recreational drug and psychedelic research, but truly developing my own addictions of various kinds, not only substances, but relationship addictions, codependency, other addictions that I discovered along the way as on my personal path. And then moving into the field, really specializing of working in the psychological field as a specialist with addictions. And so that really turned into not only teaching others, but also my own recovery. And many years ago, about 30 years ago, I had my own business in the Western Kentucky on the main street called Recovery Discovery Counseling Services. And that was kind of very cutting edge at the time. And so I was basing that on my own experience, my own recovery from drug usage, alcohol and drug usage, and other addictions, and calling in not only what was called recovery, but discovery. What happens when we have various addictions? It doesn't have to be substances. It could be anything. It could be pornography. It could be television addiction, food, relationships of all kinds. We can really literally become addicted to anything that makes us feel good, at least temporarily, becomes a compulsive experience, an addictive experience, and then we say we're not going to do it anymore, and then we keep on doing it. That's probably developing into an addiction. And especially right now, with so much soullessness and soul loss on our planet that we're all recognizing, addictions are rampant. So it's only natural for me in my evolution that shamanism would come in and I would see the deeper meaning of what addiction is. This dis-ease, this being out of ease, being out of balance with our own bodies, with the elements of water, earth, fire, air, and of course our own spirit that animates all of these elements within and around us. So a big part of my work today is focused not as much on working just directly in a treatment center or working specifically with people who identify as addicts, but for everyone who is doing something in their lives or have something that's going on that they're not in agreement with. And think about that for yourself right now. Is there something in your life that you're not in agreement with, that you're continuing to indulge in or find yourself swearing off of or making excuses for or rationalizing around or beginning to recognize that it's compulsive for you, or you know that it's really not in alignment with who it is that you truly are, and yet it's a continued behavior or relationship? I don't know anybody at some level that doesn't have that. So today, what I focus on is helping people reclaim parts of their soul. Soul return work is what I call it. And help people to begin to remove those blockages or those addictions that block those parts from coming back in. So I hope you'll join me in the days, weeks, and months to come in soulful recovery and joyful discovery.